We're here with head golf coach Otis Smith. I'm Dylan Brown, Sports Information Director. Otis, how are you?
Doing just fine, Dylan. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Good, good. We're going to talk a little bit about starting women's golf Monday. So kind of preseason, you guys have been going at it for about a week now. How's everything been going?
Everything's been going pretty good so far, Dylan. We've got, been doing a lot of playing this week, trying to get the girls acclimated to playing under some competitive vibes again, or under some pressure. Everything's been working out pretty good so far. Really looking forward to seeing how this group responds when we go to our first tournament next week.
So your kind of season outlook. What's something that you're expecting? I know you got a lot of new faces this year. Is that I know number one goal is always conference championship, and Lord knows we've had a lot of those. But what's kind of your season outlook? What are you expecting?
From this group, it is. I don't like to really say rebuild, because that kind of constitutes that we're starting from zero again. But I don't believe that. We got a lot of great returners that are coming back. We got a lot of new faces that are coming in. I think they're going to contribute right away. I think we're definitely going to have to play some really good golf. The conference is getting stronger, so we're going to have to play some really good golf to continue our winning ways. But the goal, as always, is to win a championship. First and foremost, I want these girls to just have fun, understand that, put it in perspective, put golf in perspective, but understand that, we're here to complete a task, and that task is to be a champion.
So, we're replacing 6 seniors. Really, maybe not all of them necessarily played a lot, but you're replacing 6 seniors.
Yeah.
You're replacing the 4-time player of the year. You're replacing numerous all-conference performers. What do you got to do to what do you got to expect from your newcomers and what kind of can we expect from them?
Well, I think the biggest thing is consistency. The one thing about the kids that graduated, they were all very consistent. I know what to expect from them. I can kind of depend on getting certain numbers out of them each time they play, and they just they develop a little trend and kind of what they're going to do. So I could just expect it. I could count on it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking for these girls. I'm hoping to get some of the same type of results out of some of these girls. I'm hoping we're still going to have, conference player of the year in this group. I think we're still going to be able to have some first and second team all conference players in this group. So with the newcomers, it's literally just going to be them getting in, feeling comfortable. That transition from high school to college is a big jump. If the group that we had that graduated that first year, we didn't win our very first year coming out as a freshman when they were all freshmen, but we were able to jump on that sophomore year and win after that. So I think this first year is going to be a little bit of a learning curve for them, but I do believe that they're going to come in and contribute right away. I really believe that.
Talk a little bit about that learning curve. You've got all these freshmen, and I know once you get to college, it's kind of like it's a job. Like you've got to go out and you're going to have your team practices and everything like that. But they've got to go out and they've got to put the work in individually themselves. They've got to go in their free time and try and balance that.
Yeah, well, you hit it kind of right on the head. We talked about that the other day, actually, after practice. I told them, I said, you can't just practice when we have team practice. You got to put everything in perspective. Make sure you're managing your schedule, managing your time good. Class, obviously, first and foremost, getting the schoolwork done. You can't play if you don't go to class. You don't keep your grades up. But when you do have a couple hours where you can go over and spend on your chipping instead of sitting in your dorm room and going to sleep or kind of playing video games, go out there and chip and putt for an hour. Find some good use of your time. That's a big part of it for the freshmen, having to really understand that they have to do it they have to get some of this on their own. Obviously, I try to be available as much as possible to help kids out individually. But the biggest thing is that they just have to understand that time management is a big part of the college game. You got to manage everything, and the courses are longer. That's kind of the biggest thing. So we do a lot of fitness stuff just because they have to get into shape to be able to carry a bag for 5.5 hours around the golf course, up and down hills, and it's a lot. It's more back-to-back golf than what they're used to in high school as well. So just a lot more, effort has to be put in the fitness side. A lot more on the how many rounds of golf you play back-to-back. So that's what makes it a little bit more tough.
All right, the women's golf team, they open their season on Monday and Tuesday, August 27th, August 28th at the UNOH Fall Invite up in Lima, Ohio. Coach, good luck this season.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Dylan. Thanks a lot.